Hey everyone, thank you for joining me on Dishing with me, Heather D. And it's the holiday season, and guess what? If you're looking for something different, then I think you will like tonight's dish. It is going to be lamb chops. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of Mediterranean. And I'm going to do some lamb loin chops with some turmeric garlic rice. Or you could say yellow rice with garlic flavoring. And it goes perfect with lamb. So join me on watching this video and see if this is something you would like to introduce to your family this holiday season. Okay, right here, as you see, this is my lamb loin chops, and it has about 6 pieces in here. And then we have some fresh mint, lemon, garlic, and I have some black pepper and seasoning salt, or sea salt, I mean. And this is what we're going to use to pretty much season and flavor up our lamb, along with some grapeseed oil and a little bit of thyme. And for our garlic yellow rice, we're going to use olive oil. Turmeric is going to be our main ingredient to make the rice yellow, along with some butter. So I have some parboiled rice in here, which cooks really well and a little bit better than regular rice, and that's what we're going to use. I'm just going to go ahead and rinse this off and add some water to it. So with our rice, we're just going to go ahead and put some water in it, and we're going to bring this up to a boil. I'm going to add just a pinch of sea salt to this, just for a little bit of flavor. And that's it, because the butter is going to have a little salt in it. And I'm going to go ahead and cover this and let this come to a boil until I'm ready to add the rest of my ingredients. And now we're going to get ready to do our lamb. Okay, as you can see right here, I have my lamb inside of a bowl, and I'm putting some water, and this is cold water, and I'm going to add a little bit of vinegar to this, and this is just going to kind of help me clean off my lamb. Some people use lemon juice, but you know, you can use salt, water, or vinegar, or lemon juice or lime juice, and this is just going to kind of give it a good, just clean off any type of excrements that may have come from the butcher when they cut it up and everything. I'm just going to let this sit in this a little bit for about a good couple minutes, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, so after I've let my lamb soak in a little vinegar water for about a good 2 minutes, I went ahead and I rinsed it off really good, and I placed them inside this bowl here. I'm going to put this to the side, and then I have some fresh mint. So the fresh mint I'm going to make into like olive oil paste. I'm going to move this bowl to the side, let you see what I'm doing. And I'm going to cut this mint up, and it is going to give it a really, really good flavor. If I could just find, okay. My daughter washed dishes, so I had to find my utensils. So with the stems, I'm going to go ahead and just cut this mint up really, really small. And that is going to be a part infused with olive oil, the salt, pepper, and the lemon. And it's just going to make the lamb taste so, so good. Now, if you don't like mint, you can use probably fresh basil, but I want to try to use a different flavor other than basil and the rosemary and thyme that's usually used on mint dishes when I prepare it. I'm just going to cut this up as small as possible. And mint has a lot of good nutritional benefits behind it. If you see my video that I did with my herbal teas, I mentioned all the benefits that mint has. I'm going to go ahead and place it inside my bowl here. And then in this bowl, I'm going to add some grapeseed oil. And this recipe you will be able to get on my webpage. I mean, not my webpage. I'm working on a website. But this recipe will be featured on my Instagram page and on my Facebook page, Dishinwitmeheatherd D9708. And I'm using just a half a lemon here. I'm going to catch the seeds and stuff. And that's going to be added into this bowl as well with the... Oh, one little seed fell in. With the mint and the olive oil. Now I'm about to check on my rice. All the water has just about boiled out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and add some, rinse this rice off and let this sit a little bit and add some more water to it. I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, my rice is at that stage where it is time to start adding my seasonings and stuff to it. So we're going to start with 1 tablespoon of butter. And this is not really, I don't think this is really used in the traditional garlic to yellow rice. But I'm going to lower my temperature down to a low temp. And then I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of olive oil to this. And then you're going to add your turmeric. And the turmeric is going to give it its yellow flavor, color. And that's about a teaspoon. And then you just go ahead and use your spoon and stir this all together. And then another ingredient that I forgot to mention in the beginning is the garlic. I'm going to add some minced garlic to this. That's going to also give it a good flavor. And garlic and turmeric, it really works well together. Now, for some people, if you know that to help your iron to work better for you, especially for women, to take iron pills, or if you're on an iron supplement, to take it with vitamin C and it helps the iron get into your body better. Well, garlic kind of does the same thing with turmeric. I'm kind of foggy. Gotta clean it off a little bit. If you add garlic with the turmeric, it helps, add just a pinch more, it helps the antibodies that's in the turmeric to work faster and get into your system better for that anti-inflammatory components that are in turmeric. That's really good for your body if you have arthritis and other inflammation in your system. So garlic and turmeric, I found out, works really well together and helping that antibodies and all the anti-inflammatory components that's in turmeric. It helps it work together. So I'm going to cut up some garlic and add this to it, and then we'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I have some fresh minced garlic in there, and I'm just going to add about a 1/4 cup of water to this rice, and then I'm going to give this a good stir and make sure this is all incorporated really well. And I'm going to let this cook for about 15-20 minutes, and then the rice will be done. Now, if your butter does not have any salt, you can add a pinch more salt to it, but you know, we don't want the rice too salty. Just going to mix that. Give it a little shake so it can even out a little bit. And then I'll come and check on it to make sure that it has enough liquid in it and that there won't be any crunchy parts to the rice. Okay? Going to cover that up and going to get back to our lamb. Okay, so we have our yellow rice cooking with garlic, and then I have my olive oil and my lemon juice. I'm going to add a little bit of thyme to this, and mint, olive oil, thyme, mint, lemon juice, grapeseed oil. I'm sorry. We have our grapeseed oil. I'm getting my two oils mixed up. Mixed with thyme, mint, and lemon. And I'm going to also add some chopped garlic to this. It's RJ, Azariah. Open the door. Sierra can't come to go. Open the door, please, for mommy. It's RJ. My son just coming home from school. He stayed after school for after school program. Azariah, did you open the door? Azariah, open the door, please. Excuse me.
Open the door.
Cutting up my garlic here. Children. And I'm going to just cut this up, and this is going to be added to the mint mixture right here. And I'm going to give this a stir in the bowl here. And now that this is all mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and add this to my lamb. And no, I did not forget the salt and pepper. That will also be added to the lamb, because we got to have some seasonings on it. This is not going to be a bland dish. So I'm just going to do a couple twists of the pepper, because this is going to marinate for about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to add my sea salt. Give that a little bit. And now I'm going to use a different, I'll use this. Use this spoon and make sure that the mint and all the ingredients infuse onto the lamb meat as it marinates. Mix it all together. You can see. And I'm going to let this sit until I am ready to sear this. Now this can be done either by, you can do it on stovetop or in the oven, or you can do it on a grill if you want. But I'm going to show how I'm going to sear this. Okay, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, so this is what our lamb is looking like. It has been 10 minutes. And right now I'm heating up my skillet here, and this has a little bit of the groove, so it's going to give it kind of that grill effect. If you have one, that's cool. If not, you can use a regular skillet, or you can place this in the oven and let it cook at 375 for about 15-20 minutes, depending on the size of your lamb chops. You can also do this on a little George Foreman type grill. Whatever you have available is how you can prepare this. And I'm just giving this another quick toss and waiting for my skillet to get hot so I can place these little lamb chops on there. And I can't wait to taste them. Well, my rice has completed and it is all ready and done. And so I just turned off the stove for this burner, and I'm going to let the rice sit here because the steam will finish cooking off whatever little granules or grains that may not have been completely cooked. And this skillet is now hot, so I'm about to place, bring my my dish over here, and I'm about to place my lamb chops on this skillet, and we're going to let these cook. Oh, well, I guess it's not as hot as it was. So I'm going to let and wait till it get a little bit hotter. Okay, so my skillet is now hot. And I'm just going to place this on there. And I'm going to put all the pieces on here. And because it has a bone, it probably will take a little bit longer to cook. But just arrange them accordingly. Come up a little bit closer. Don't they look pretty? And we're going to let these cook like this for about 7 minutes. And then I'm going to flip them over and we'll see how they turn out. Okay, I just flipped them over and you can see they have a little bit of a golden brown crust on them. And I'm just going to let them finish cooking for about 7 minutes on the other side. And we'll see how they turn out. So far, so good. Okay, so the lamb has finished and this is the yellow rice. And I went ahead and put some croissants in the oven while the lamb cooked those last few minutes. And this rice, I'll tell you, it looks so good. And I have just a little salad that was prepared. And I'm just going to add a couple little lamb pieces on top. And there you have your meal. Perfect for the holidays. So if you like this recipe and you like to try something a little different, then please click like, share, and subscribe to Dishin' With Me, Heather D. The recipe will be on my Facebook and Instagram pages, Dishin' With Me, Heather D 9708. And I hope you all have a great and safe holiday. This is about to get tore into by my son because he loves lamb. All right, you all have a great day. It is so nice and tender.